morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a different kind of reading, I think, than we're used to on this channel. The songs that came through were interesting. The first one was Keep the Wolves Away by Uncle Lucius, and we've been getting that song a little bit much on here, so I decided to take a closer look at it. And I wanted to share with you what it actually says in case you haven't had a chance to actually listen to it or look it up. It's a cool song. I like the tune of it. I love the guitar in it. He's obviously a very good guitarist, and I think he may even write his own songs. So in the situation that we're reading about today, I feel that there's someone who is musically inclined or is dealing with someone who is musically inclined. There's a lot of references to music here in these songs that I'm going to share with you. Took my first breath where the muddy Brazos spill into the Gulf of Mexico, where the skyline's colored by chemical plants to put bread on the table of the working man, where the working man does his best to provide safety and shelter for kids and a wife, giving a little of his soul every day, making overtime to keep the wolves away. Well, I was barely 13 when the company man tried to dig my daddy's grave. It happened on a French-owned tanker ship spilling poison into the Galveston Bay, where the liquid fire filled his lungs and his eyes silenced any mortal cries. Cold in the grip of death's steam pain, he fought like hell to keep the wolves away. For the next few years, Dad was sick as a dog, but he made a recovery just despite the odds. Settlement came and we moved out of town, where the sky isn't heavy with refinery clouds. Yeah, he's still alive. He's doing pretty good. He's in his 50s, but the money's running out and he's pinching for pennies. So I'm going for broke with every song I play, 'cause now it's my turn to keep the wolves away. So, as you can see, someone here was sick, so that could be significant. You could also live in Texas or have roots in Texas or Louisiana or near the Gulf of Mexico in some way. You could have also been married and have children. I was watching that show on TV last night. I know most of you have probably heard of or seen the show Yellowstone. And I was watching 1883. Miss Mary and I have been watching that, and to me, it's better than Yellowstone. And it's like a origin story of Yellowstone, and it has Faith Hill and Tim McGraw, and maybe one of their children, or I don't know if those children are actually theirs. They could be. Beautiful girl, Elsa. The story of Elsa and Enos. If you haven't watched it, Elsa is a young girl of about maybe 17 or 18. She's a cowgirl, very strong, very capable, more capable than a lot of the men, most or all of the men around her. She's a very strong girl, woman. And she falls in love with one of the cowboys, and his name is Enos. And she describes their relationship very poignantly, and you can just feel the depth of the love that she has for this man. And it's her first love. It's her first sexual experience, and she describes that as something very, you can tell that it was fate for them to meet at the time that they met. And she ends up when they get attacked by some group that is opposed to them or want you. They just these men are just really unkind, hateful men who want to take whatever they can, and so they attack the settlers that are moving out west. If you haven't watched it, you'll need to watch it. But there's a group of settlers that are moving out west, and some of them are, I think, German, and some of them are Russian, maybe, and there's some gypsies involved. So all of that could play a factor here too, because I don't know where you live in the country or where you live outside of our country, mine being the United States, where they are settling and moving out west. And they are actually moving through Texas. And in last night's episode that I watched, they were all on the other side of Texas, moving into the Native American, the Indian territories. So they've made it through one very dangerous section of their journey and got attacked by another group that, like I said, just wanted to take what they had. And in order to keep Elsa safe, Enos rides into them, and there's so many of them that he ends up getting shot and killed. And this is just devastating to Elsa. She's devastated that she's lost him. And I was actually talking to a friend of mine this morning who reached out to me about doing a private reading, and I'm going to be doing that and filming it, so you'll get a chance to see what comes out in that reading too. But when I first started talking to this friend, I've known her for a long time. She's been a very significant part of my life. But for the first month that she and I were talking, I had been hearing this name in my head, and it was real loud, and I kept hearing it. And everybody I would talk to, I'd be like, do you know somebody named this? Do you know somebody named this? Do you know somebody named everybody I talked to? And she and I were talking about a man that she had met online dating, and he had asked her to come on a date with him, but he wanted to blindfold her at the airport. She had to put her phone in a locker and leave her phone at the airport, and he wanted her to go blindfolded to his home, and then she wouldn't be able to contact anybody for the whole weekend. But he paid for the flight. It was like something out of 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, and I did a reading for her to make sure he wasn't dangerous, and it didn't look like there was any concern there. I think, and looking back on it, we now realize that he was hiding the fact that he had a wife and children and a baby, even a small child. And then that brings us to the second song that came out in today's reading. Let me look it up because I want to read it to you. It's by Nora Jones, who has she's turning out to be one of my favorite artists. The song that she sings is Come Away With Me. And I'm looking for the lyrics. Here we go. Come away with me in the night, come away with me, and I will write you a song. So she even writes songs. So there's a lot of references to music here, okay? Come away with me on a bus. Come away where they can't tempt us with their lies. And I want to walk with you on a cloudy day in fields where the yellow grass grows knee-high. So won't you try to come? Come away with me and we'll kiss on a mountaintop. Come away with me and I'll never stop loving you. And I want to wake up with the rain falling on a tin roof while I'm safe there in your arms. So all I ask is for you to come away with me in the night. Come away with me. And I'm not sure how that might factor into your situation. But in hers, it certainly factored in, because he was asking her to come away with him on a date and to even be blindfolded and leave her phone behind. Um, and it's like we were talking for a month, she and I was doing readings for her on her love situation with this guy. And then all of a sudden one day I said, by the way, what is his name? And when she told me, I almost fell out on the floor because it was that name that I kept hearing so loud in my head for like a month. And it became apparent to both of us that she was definitely dealing with a twin flame. And I don't say that about a lot of people, but I think that most of you that are attracted to this channel are probably attracted here for that reason. Because every morning when I sit down at this table, I intend to not do a twin flame reading. I don't like to do them. I wish that I didn't do them. I wish that I did other types of readings, but as you've well seen, that's a lot of times what comes out. There's a card in the wrong place here. Waiting game. You know anything about a waiting game? For some reason that card was in the wrong place, and it was obviously in the wrong place. Like, I don't even know how it got there. I don't think I put it there. And don't we have to have the waiting game when we're in separation phase of the twin flame journey? So, like, that's where she's at right now, in the separation phase. So, in the music, somebody had to do something to keep the wolves away. They had to do something to earn to keep the wolves away. And for some of you, not all, but for some of you, there was a sickness involved. So somebody was sick. All right, and then the last song that came up, I hope all of this is coming together okay. Was Pearl Jam, Black. Hey, hey, yeah, sheets of empty canvas, untouched sheets of clay, were laid spread out before me as her body once did. All 5 horizons revolved around her soul as the earth to the sun. Now the air I tasted and breathed has taken a turn. Oh, and all I taught her was everything. Oh, I know she gave me all that she wore. And now my bitter hands chafe beneath the clouds of what was everything. Oh, the picture has all been washed in black, tattooed everything. I take a walk outside, I'm surrounded by some kids at play. I can feel their laughter, so why do I see her? Oh, and twisted thoughts that spin round my head. I'm spinning, oh, I'm spinning, how quick the sun can drop away. And now my bitter hands cradle broken glass of what was everything. All the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. All the love gone bad turned my world to black, tattooed all I see, all that I am, all I'll be. Yeah, oh, oh, oh. I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky. But why can't it be? Oh, can it be mine? Oh, ah, yeah, oh, ah, ooh, do, 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 do. You've heard the song, I know you have, Pearl Jam Black. So it's in a sense that that a lot of people here are in this separation phase of a twin flame journey. And I was talking to her about that this morning, and also in the show 1888. Elsa, at the beginning of the next episode, after she loses Enos, she's even considering suicide because she is just that devastated. And this is the first time in her life that death has ever come knocking on her door to this degree. People had died, but it had never really been her who was the one who had the biggest loss. And so she's dealing with an insurmountable amount of grief that I had never really understood until I lost my husband. yes, it was devastating to lose my sister, to lose my father, but I don't know how to explain to you that when I lost my husband, it was it was as if the grief of everything came out, of all the losses that I had somehow suppressed had finally come out all at once in his death. And he was just a very significant, he was the big part of my life. I'm 50 and we were together for almost 21 years. So almost half my life he had been a part of me. And in that episode that I watched last night, the gentleman who is like the head of their group, who is he's I think a captain. He was. This is right after the war between the North and the South, and he was a captain for the North, and he has another guy, which is Tim McGraw. He calls Farmer. The farmer. He's not really a farmer. He's a jewelry maker, but they don't know that. And he was a captain for the Gray, but he doesn't wear that, and he doesn't. I guess because the South lost, he's not proud of that, and he doesn't wear his war jacket anymore. But really, both sides lost. It was not, and it was just a really unnecessary situation altogether. Anyway, the captain, the leader of the group, comes to Elsa when she's suicidal, because if you've seen the show, you know that he was at one time suicidal, and somebody came to him and told him that he didn't need to die, that he was still needed by other people. So he goes to her and he said, I know what you're going through. He said, a lot of people are going to tell you that they know what you're going through, and I don't know whether they will or they won't. But for me, I know what you're going through, because he had lost his wife and his daughter to, I think, smallpox. And he ended up burning his house down. And he sits down beside Elsa and he says, do you know why I'm taking this trip out west? And she said, no. And he said, well, I had an old Indian chief tell me one time that when we have when we're in love and that person dies, we have a part of that person in us, and they take a part of us with them. And we can see the world for them. And he said, so I'm going to the beach, because my wife always wanted to go to the beach. And I'm going to sit on the beach and I'm going to stare at the beach for her, so she can see the beach through my eyes. And then Elsa realizes that she has a lot of life left to live, and that Enos can see the world through her eyes. And I think that's such a beautiful way of looking at it. And I kind of like to think that's true, that my husband can still see the world through my eyes, and that some way I can see it through his, through dreams and through various ways. Who knows? But I think that for a lot of us, we're at a place where, whether we've lost our twin flame because they just chose to not be with us, or we chose to not be with them for whatever reason, I think a lot of us are in separation. We're in the separation phase. And whether you want to believe in them or not, those of us who have experienced it know. I know when it first happened to me, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I thought I had lost my flipping mind. I've never been so obsessed with anything or anyone in my life. Not since, not before, and not after. And what I eventually ended up, you do that, I'm going to chase you, you're going to stop and look at me and give me some attention, damn it. And the harder you chase, the harder they run. So finally one day, I just somehow snapped out of it. I don't know, it was just time for me to snap out of it, I guess. And when I finally snapped out of it, I said, I'm going to make something of my life. And I reconciled with my husband, and he and I had 10 maybe of the best years of my life. It was a really good time. I was going back to school, I got my education, and he was very supportive. He took very good care of me, and we had a lot of fun together. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't perfect by any means, but I would have been content with that for the rest of my life. But there were always, that person never left my mind. Like, I would catch myself looking for them in various places. And I couldn't ever understand, like, I've had a lot of people, like, I've not had a lot of boyfriends. I've been married twice. My first husband was like my first everything. And then my first husband and I were together for most of my younger years. And I met my second husband when I was like 27. And then we were together until he just died recently. And in one of those times when we broke it off is when I met my friend. And like I said, I got that obsession. Oh my God, I couldn't understand it. I was talking crazy. I was acting crazy. I was not myself. And it was this damn connection that takes over. And if you've ever had it happen to you, you understand what I'm saying. And I was saying and doing things out of character. And I was very happy when I finally snapped back. And I was very humiliated for the way I had acted and the way I had behaved. And I even tried to reconcile, but he was not trying to hear anything I had to say. And his life went on, and he had, I think, some of the hardest years of his life. And now he is struggling with health issues. So, anyway, pray for him, though, today, if you think about it, because he's got some stuff going on, serious stuff going on. So, I think a lot of us are in the phase of separation. So, today, instead of trying to avoid it, I'm going to embrace this, and I'm going to try and help anybody who might be struggling with any phase of the twin flame journey. And I am by no means an expert. And I would never even try to call myself one, because in my personal opinion, nobody knows if it's even real, except for, like I said, those of us who have experienced it. We can't deny that there's something true about it. To what degree it's true, whether it's the other half of your soul, I don't know that I buy into all that. I think that it's just a very strong connection. My personal thoughts are that, to keep it real, to keep it in perspective, and not to get out there in left field with it. It's just a very strong connection. It's somebody you were destined to meet at this time or that time or whatever. And it helps you, and it helped me. Let me say it helped me. I'm not going to say what it's going to do for you, but it helped me to hit a turning point in my life where I was kind of forced to do something about myself, because I was at a very broken place in my life. And at the time, I don't know why, they couldn't see the connection, feel the connection or anything. It was like, it was not, that's the impression I've gotten from talking to them about it, is that it just seemed like any nobody else. And I don't think they could understand why I was doing the things I was doing. They just thought I was losing it, I guess. They said they thought I was struggling, and I was. I was, and I didn't know why, and there was nobody to help me. So I hope I can in some way help you with that today. I don't know. We'll see what comes out in the reading. Maybe that was just something to kind of give you a little introduction to me. Yes, we are still friends. We reconnected in 2020 and have been friends ever since. And, sometimes I still wish that there could be more there, but I'm satisfied without it. I am. I'm satisfied if it's never more than friendship. But it's always going to be more than friendship. but it doesn't have to be a relationship as, a couple is what I'm getting at. It's a friendship like no other friendship that I've ever had too. I hope that they reciprocate that. I can't say what they have in their heart, and they're at a distance from me, so I don't know, and they don't really tell me, so that makes it a little bit hard too. That are a little bit closed off emotionally, but I get that. They've been through a lot. Anyway, enough about me. I hope that Spirit will give us something in this reading today. And how do you want to start, Spirit? We've already kind of started by saying somebody's playing a waiting game. So you're somehow being in this. I've been slow to return, but maybe it's because I know you'll be waiting. And I told my friend this morning on the phone, I said, listen, the good news is, because she was saying, why do I still have to think about him every single day, even though I've moved on and I'm seeing someone else and so forth. And I said, that's the $1 million question, because it gets easier. I did tell her it gets easier after time, and you get yourself, like, if somebody else comes along and they would, they're somebody who is a very good fit for you, and you find that you love this person, because that's what happened to me. Is I fell in love with my husband. We had already been married for like 10 years before I fell in love with him. I got with him because it was convenient and I could get my stability there, but there was no real love. It was a love, but like you love your family. And then I fell in love with him 10 years after we got married. And that, I think, is why it was so hard for me when he died. All right, I'm being told to start with this deck. What are you working on here, Spirit? What virtues are you working on? Gentleness. We keep getting that. Compassion. Gentleness. Compassion. Humility. So you're learning to be humble. To be content. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. To have gratitude. And also to have integrity. We have forgiveness on top of the deck. We have love in reverse, self-control, and obedience. That's what's happening here. So you're learning to be more gentle, to be more compassionate, to be humble, content, have gratitude, and have integrity. Interesting. Let's see what the tarot energy looks like with the red deck. For some reason, I'm being told to use the blue one. This happens occasionally. Spirit will take us in a different direction. This is called the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. And I don't know why Spirit's doing this, but how are you working in this collective, Spirit? Somebody's trapped in fear, but they have a passion that's been ignited. So you're afraid of this. You might be in a place where you're afraid of this connection. It might be too intense for you. The light is here with passion ignited. The sun. So somebody really lit your fire. And brought you a lot of happiness. The Two of Cups and passion ignited. Alright, Spirit, how are you working in this collective? May I see, please? Heartache and loss, suffering and silence, shadow, and the Emperor in reverse. But I'm going to read it upright. So the shadow side of us is the Moon card. So secretly, you're dealing with heartache and loss and suffering and silence because of an Emperor, or you may be this Emperor. We have 3, 9, 18, and 4. You're suffering in silence with heartache and loss, and you're doing it in secret, and you're facing your shadow. Nobody knows how much this is bothering you. That's how Spirit's working. All right. What's the energy to overcome? Whoa. Passion ignited. I'm not sure if I should take these or not. Somebody's trapped in fear. The truth is here. The Ace of Swords. So we have the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, patience, and destiny. Dang. So the energy to overcome is that you're trapped in fear. You want the truth to come out. You're being patient with your destiny. You know this is what's destined to be. But you're having to be patient, waiting for the truth to come out. And you're afraid that it never will. Alright, what's going to pull it together? Somebody's going to stand their ground, have a new beginning. Your third eye is here. The Ace of Pentacles is here. Your crown chakra is here, and your base chakra. So somebody's going to stand up for themselves. The Seven of, I think, Wands. The Seven of Wands. You're going to defend yourself about starting something new. A solid offer. An Ace of Pentacles offer. You have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles so far. Your stability is here. You're using your intuition and getting intuitive downloads. Your crown and your third eye chakra with your base chakra. So you're going to get... What's going to pull it together is you using your intuition and listening to Spirit when it comes to your stability. Starting something new. Prosperity begins with this Ace of Pentacles. And you're going to stand up and say, hey, you know what? I have to do something and start something new. I cannot put my life on hold waiting for this because it's keeping me trapped. Because I'm so afraid that I'm going to miss this opportunity. You cannot miss this opportunity. If it's truly destined for you to have it, you cannot miss it. And look, there's your heart chakra. There's your heart chakra right there. What you don't see coming is the heart chakra. Oh, the Six of Cups and balance. You're going to have a celebration. And the waiting game will be over. Oh, no more discontent and boredom. Wow. I mean, I think we've pulled the tarot now. We're just going to have to see, like, maybe how this happened. Let's see what happened here. For whoever this is for. It may not be for everybody, but if it's your reading, it's your reading. You first and can't be trusted. If somebody was like, you go first, I'm not moving. I feel like you can't be trusted. How did this happen, Spirit? An apology and can't be trusted. And there's a waiting game. So you feel like this person can't be trusted. There's a love triangle. That's why they can't be trusted. So they're with somebody else. And you know that they can't be trusted. How did this happen? Make them prove it. Undecided. New love. A lot of burdens. And differences. So it happened because somebody's undecided about whether or not they want to have somebody new. They feel like they've been feeling overwhelmed. I have a lot going on in my life. And maybe we're just too different to make this relationship work. So I think you have another relationship, some of you, that's very burdensome. Or it could be this relationship. There could be differences. It's in reverse. And you're not going to try and get this person to prove it. Because it's pointless. So you're thinking about starting something new, I think. Alright, what's being hidden? Help me, Spirit, not to miss anything. I love you, an apology, and healing. Secretly, I love you. I'm sorry. I want to heal this. What's being shown? That somebody's having late nights and stalking. What's going to happen next? You can't be trusted until you're in this love triangle. Love triangle in reverse. Can't be trusted because of a love triangle. Why is the triangle in reverse? Because I think you decided you don't want to be in this. Because of drama and elimination. Drama and elimination. So it's causing drama. This love triangle, wanting somebody to be eliminated, is causing drama. Somebody's incomparable. What's the drama it's causing? That's don't force it. Make them prove. Oh, friend support is here. It's your choice. Don't force it. Whether or not you want this person's support is up to you, but don't force it. Or it may be up to them. It may be their choice. Somebody here has a choice in whether or not they want to have this friend support. But don't force it. Unchanged on the bottom of the deck. Something has not changed, and it could be just how you feel about this person. Like my friend said this morning, why can't I stop thinking about them? It's like this just hasn't changed, and I've been waiting for so long. And what's going to happen next? It's going to be your choice whether or not you want to be friends or get the support of this friend or a friend, and don't force it. You're not going to force it. I've been seeking my friend's advice about this relationship because it's not changing. What do they see when they're stalking? Family. They see your family or their family. Trust the plan. This person's somehow family. You might just have adopted them as your family. You're undecided about taking on a new love because of the burden. You're not different though. You might feel like you have a lot of differences, but you really don't. Or you may. Alright, let's go a little deeper here and see what comes out. Show me what I need to know here, Spirit, about how this happened. Self-love came out in reverse with the Ace of Wands sideways. So this passionate new spark. Somebody needs to love themselves. Set intentions. Be creative. It happened because maybe you didn't love yourself. You could be angry. Why is the Ace of Wands here? There's another ace. We're getting all the aces. Your wish fulfillment is in reverse. Yeah, I think you're disappointed and you're struggling with feeling good about yourself right now. You're disappointed, I think, because you're having to start something new and you're not sure if you want to. Secretly, I love you. There's an apology and healing. Alright, what's being hidden? It's coming out in reverse. Karma, justice, and balance. There's going to be karma. This is going to be made right. Brought to justice. Somebody's considering a leap of faith towards an opportunity. This is Uranus, and we also have Jupiter here, giving somebody courage to take action on a new beginning. We saw the new beginning already somewhere. Here, new love, and we also saw it in the Tarot. Alright, what's being shown? That your spirit guides are assisting. They want you to know they're helping you with this. How are they helping? It has to do with rebirth in the winter and memories. Like, don't romanticize this. Remember how cold this was. Don't romanticize it. Think about what it put you through somehow. Alright? That's why there's a need for an apology and there's karma coming. Secretly, there's karma. It's going to be made right. And it's because secretly somebody is not taking action and taking a leap of faith. It's like they just won't. Alright, what's going to happen next? Somebody's going to be cold, still, closed off, guarded, and resistant. But it's in reverse, and it's toxicity, negative patterns. Why is cold, closed off here? Because use your intuition when it comes to something ending. Use your intuition, your third eye, to get the clarity about the completion of a cycle. So somebody who's been cold and closed off and resistant is no longer going to be that way, I think. Clarify that to be true. The decision card came out in reverse. Why is the decision here in reverse? Because your higher self, somebody's higher self, is helping them with regret that they've been repressing. There's repressed regret here in somebody's higher self. It's about somebody who couldn't make a decision. And also maybe wearing a facade about their beliefs. They feel guilty for sabotaging this. What's going to be the outcome here? There's Divine Masculine making an offer. And the third party in reverse. Divine Masculine's here in reverse, but the Venus offer is here. So Venus is involved with helping Divine Masculine make an offer and do away with the third party. And then you're going to have this renewal, another opportunity to have a spark with this person. So it looks like you are going to have another opportunity here. Where is Divine Masculine in this situation? May I see, please? Contemplating in the 5D. So the 5D is helping Divine Masculine to see what's going on here. That's this rebirth. What's being shown is this rebirth and even some memories that they're looking at. Grief and contemplation. They're thinking about grief, maybe that they caused you or you caused them. Understanding grief. Understanding why this has been so hard. Alright, where is Divine Masculine Spirit? May I see, please? Divine Masculine is just Divine Masculine. He's standing in his power. Where's Divine Feminine here? Where's Divine Feminine here? Ooh, Union came out in reverse for her. So she's the one that's all upside down. He's standing in his power. She doesn't want union with you? Alright, well, what's connecting you? She doesn't want the union for some reason. You're both awakening. That's what's connecting you. Is there's an awakening happening about this relationship. What's the awakening? Oh, somebody's admiring you. They're spying on you. And I'm having a hard time even getting it. So you might not realize this. Or you just don't mind it. This is what's bringing about the change, though. Because I see butterflies. Somebody could be a ballerina. What's the awakening? This person admires you. They watch you. And they're awakening. What are they awakening to? May I see, please? There's the regret. They have regret about a soulmate. And they're recognizing this. So what's going to happen here? Somebody's unawakened. And there's a commitment. So somebody's in a commitment with somebody who's unawakened, it looks like. You're going to have a commitment, but somebody's unawakened. Why is unawakened here with this commitment? because somebody's been settling for somebody else. Soulmate. And this is the winter. This is why winter is here with this rebirth. What's the rebirth about? Divine Feminine is here with mirroring and not talking to you or listening. It's like, see, they're on mute. This person is on mute, like you can't hear them.
How your exercise going, Miss Mary?
That they're there. They're mirroring you also. They came out in reverse. Divine Masculine's upright. So there's a Divine Feminine who's like on mute, and they can't get over this. What is it that they're not telling Divine Masculine? Compromise is here. What do you mean compromise? When it comes to timing and numbing. They're not going to compromise, or they want to compromise. But right now, it's like they're numb because they've waited so long for this. I think this Divine Feminine is in reverse simply because she's waited so long for this. And somebody has a soulmate they regret. They can't get over this. They have communication and no offer. But the offer is what's going to happen next. You haven't had the offer yet because it hasn't happened yet. Alright. Can I get more information out of here about how this happened? Somebody has misunderstood the memories. Somebody has misunderstood the memories. The nostalgia. What do you mean? Why does nostalgia keep coming out in reverse? Because somebody's conflicted. What are they conflicted about? Euphoria. Clarify euphoria. Somebody's been concealing that they want to start something new. Somebody's been hiding it and keeping it secret that they want to start something new. And not only that, they're happy about it. Like ecstatic. They're not even really hiding it. Like, it's hard to hide it. What's being kept secret? That they're not getting any nourishment. They can't really get established. And they've had a heart fog. Or either they want to have nourishment and get established, but they have heart fog. What's being shown? A spiritual connection. And what's going to happen next? Somebody's going to be tired, exhausted, and there's going to be a secret admirer. You've been on this journey for a long time. Second chance on the bottom of the deck in reverse. What are they going to do though? Somebody's lusting. And they're also having deja vu. Wow. Farewell on the bottom of the deck. It looks like they have a soulmate, and it could be the Divine Feminine in this case. They're seeing someone else, or you are. One of you is seeing someone else. Reverse any roles you need to. Alright, show me more about how this happened. Or what do we need to know here? Trust. It's safe to trust in this situation. Alright, what's being hidden? This awakening. Somebody is awakening that something was strictly sexual and they were doing it for stability. Alright, what's being shown? Rejection. And what's going to happen next? Twin flame. I cannot make this shit up. Twin flame. With vulnerability. This can be about opening up and letting somebody be in. Getting open. Clarify what's going to happen with the twin flame. You're going to play hard and make a decision. You're going to make a decision to find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. What's the decision? that you want to take care of yourself and have stability, and you regret something. It has to do with some regrets, and it's about that soulmate that you regret. Look, you want a second chance with this twin flame. Anything else we need to know? Wait and put away the computer. You remember somebody's stalking, and there needs to be an apology for awakening to this strictly sexual instability. So maybe they'll apologize for that and you guys can work it out. I don't know. Alright, what would your best friend say? I'm going to keep this kind of short and sweet today. I think most of it was said at the beginning. Trust your intuition and don't compare yourself to people on the internet. So maybe this person is posting things on social media about them and this person that they're with, and you're like, nah. That's bullshit. I'm not going to compare myself to that. You're waiting, and Spirit says wait and put away the computer. What would your higher self say to you about this situation? What would your higher self say? Listen. You need to listen. What are you listening to? Your intuition. Love on the bottom of the deck. That's so sweet. It looks like this is going to happen for some of you, I have to say. You are going to be with this person again. Alright, talk to me, Spirit. Woo, courage came out. Gotta have courage. Whoops. There's a lot. You're going to have gratitude. You're going to have a lot of passion. You're going to have healing. You're going to feel the vibes. You're going to have wisdom, and you're going to also have freedom. With prosperity. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, let's look at the money. What's going on with Divine Masculine with the money, Spirit? They're a networker. They love animals, and they love nature. Gaia. How about feminine over here? They craft. They have their soul tribe. They're a rescuer. They have science also. Anything connecting these two? Your life purpose connects you. Being patient connects you. Making an investment. And having luck. Remember the solid offer? The pinnacle? But something is undecided right now. What's undecided, Spirit? Your happiness, being an artist, and being a rebel. And something temporary. Let's just for fun see what this masculine would say. What would this masculine say? I love all of you. And what the fuck is up with you? What would the feminine say? I like it when you text me good morning and I'm in a relationship and I'm feeling you. Remember, somebody had a soulmate with, how are you? We haven't talked in forever. So maybe you're going to get some communication from this person soon. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. I don't see any point in beating a dead horse. It looks like this is what it is, and it's not going to be what it used to be. Alright, talk to me about the trinket spirit for whoever this is for. I have a piece of selenite. I have a skull with wings. I have a guitar. Remember the music? I can't make this up, y'all. A guitar. Somebody's a guitarist. I have a skeleton riding a motorcycle. You might be into motorcycles. I have a skeleton playing a guitar. Again, we have a reference to music. I have an angel, Archangel Michael possibly. I have a quarter. Somehow quarters are significant. I have the Eiffel Tower. I have a bonefish. Somehow fish are significant. I have a butterfly. I have a dolphin. Pisces is here maybe. I have something that says beautiful. I have me versus me. My stomach is growling. Somebody is hungry for this relationship. And look what I have. A dragonfly. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, trinkets from this bowl, Spirit. Now I have trinkets from here. Oh, I have a lot of trinkets from here. I have a feather, a piece of black tourmaline, a key, a piece of quartz crystal. I'm not sure what kind of crystal this is, but it's pretty. I have a crescent moon with a fairy, an angel, a world, a horse, and never, never give up. All right, I think that's going to be a wrap for today. I hope you got something out of this reading. If you did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends if you think this is something that they might enjoy. And I hope you have a magnificent day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.